This is your weekly review. Today we're going to break down the latest news, rumors, and updates for G.I. Joe all in one fast-paced video. First, new details from recent interviews with Hasbro's G.I. Joe team. They said that their 2024 G.I. Joe classified lineup is now complete, and they're currently working on the 2025 lineup for G.I. Joe and open to ideas from collectors. Lenny explained the full story of the Mole Rats and Night Force. Cobra is mining dark energon crystals because Cobra Commander wants Cobra to use laser guns, and they need dark energon for the lasers. So he sends out the Mole Rats, Cobra's civil engineers, to mine the energon, and he also sends the Alley Vipers with them for protection, while the Range Vipers maintain a perimeter around the caves. Meanwhile, G.I. Joe suspects that Cobra is up to something evil, so they send in Big Ben to do surveillance in the area. However, something goes awry with Big Ben's safety, so G.I. Joe sends Shooter in on a mission to extract Big Ben and bring him back to safety. When Shooter arrives on the scene, the Mole Rats panic and make a mistake, which results in the dark energon getting into their system and infecting some of them, causing energon crystals to grow out of their heads and turn them into zombies. The purple energon crystals growing out of the Mole Rat heads also glow in the dark and turn green. Lenny shared that his first job was being a grave digger at a cemetery, and he feels that some of that experience has bled over into his G.I. Joe designs, including the Mole Rats. As for the upcoming 2-pack of Mutt and Junkyard, Lenny said that Mutt's arm hair is brand new compared to other figures, and that it has a different texture. Junkyard's tactical armor vest is removable. When Junkyard's head and front arms are popped off, the vest will slide right off, allowing collectors to display Junkyard with or without the armor. This means that Junkyard can now appear closer to the animated version. Lenny mentioned that he's working on another pet but can't reveal anything about it right now, so this does confirm that more pets are on the way soon. Who do you think the next G.I. Joe pet will be? Drop your guesses in the comments below and let's see who gets it correct. With the recent reveals of Dreadnoks, perhaps Nagahide and his pet boar won't be too far behind. In terms of the process of creating realistic-looking G.I. Joe figures, Lenny explained that he first draws them the way that he thinks the character should look, honing in on each body part and facial feature. When his 2D drawings are complete, he passes them along to the team of freelance sculptors that Hasbro uses for the creation of 3D models. Lenny said that there is a risk that figures can begin to look cartoony if they're not too careful about making the face look realistic enough. John said that their goal with Grunt was to completely reimagine him and give him some modern updates, like the navigation device attached to his chest. Lenny said that one of his friends is a Green Beret who encouraged him to include flip-down tech devices on the G.I. Joe gear based on what they use in real life. Lenny said that Lowlight is intended to look extremely tired and sleep-deprived, with bags under his eyes, and that they were only able to accomplish this thanks to the inkjet printed faces they use, which offer a full spectrum of color, makeup, eye color, eyebrows, and skin tone. And we should soon see more details like this which bring more realism to the line. In the United Kingdom, Hasbro Pulse will begin shipping large numbers of the following figures as early as this coming week: Snowjob, Cobra Eel, Tripwire, Python Patrol Vipra, and at long last, Dr. Mindbender. With the exception of Tripwire, some of these have already begun shipping to some collectors in the UK. The Cobra Valkyries 2-pack and Snow Serpents are now both showing up in the UK. The Crimson Alley Viper and Snow Serpents are now showing up in Taiwan. Hasbro Pulse USA orders of the retro card Snake Eyes will begin shipping within the next few weeks. As some collectors around the world begin to receive their orders of the highly anticipated Cobra Eel, unfortunately, many are disappointed with what they found inside the box. Many collectors online are now reporting several factory defects and problems with their figures. Some of the mask visors appear foggy, some joints are damaged, and some of the secondary parts have very noticeable defects. According to online shipping data, shipments of the HasLab Hiss Tank are beginning to arrive stateside. The estimated shipping date for US collectors will be this fall. We can now add Firefly to the list of new G.I. Joe classified figures arriving in the hands of collectors in Hong Kong. Thanks to Stan Chan in Hong Kong, we now have a closer look at the new Firefly. The great news for collectors: the wheels on his RC card do spin around and move, which is an added bonus. Now that we have new in-hand images of Firefly, let us know your thoughts on this classic character. Is this the Firefly you've always wanted? And which version do you prefer? The Cobra Island version, or the new vintage-inspired design? Stay tuned for a brand new episode of the Fans First Talk Show with a very special surprise. My name is Liam. You can follow me on Instagram at Viper Island. For all things G.I. Joe, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you want to support the show, smash that like button. Until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, have a great day, and yo Joe!